think I got that underlying sense. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Just a cart.
I mean, you'll have to get closer to get a better read on it. This is, like I said, about 120 feet down the trail. It's kind of hard to see. And it's like tucked up and pushed up to the side. It's not like in the actual road.
You said it's 120 feet?
Yeah.
I think they spotted this yet.
Still seem to be far enough away that I'm gonna look up in the trees, see if there's like. First off, if there's something that looks like people, and then any like wires or anything that looks like some kind of alert system.
Hit me with that dank perception check.
Yeah, perception.
It's dank. It's
that
dank.
ain't pretty big. It's 17.
As far as you can tell now, nothing strange.
So. Can I do the same thing on the ground? Can I just like do a general like?
I'd say with
ocular
the
pat
general
down?
panoramic view of what's in front of you, nothing seems to be a mess other than this like cart that's off to the side.
Just went Bob and Patrick when they
Is the
find
cart
the map.
is the cart on the trail?
No, it's pulled off to the side.
Okay. I'm gonna climb off my horse and tie it around a tree. Since I feel like we're still far enough away that
Are you gonna go right ahead?
Well, I'm gonna start stealthing just a little bit closer just to keep and get a look.
I could go and check this out and then sell this and go stealth.
What do you mean you can go check that?
I'll
Get
play off the
closer?
trap, and then once they ambush me, then you ambush them.
Or we don't have to play out the trap and they completely murder you, and I can just like.
I've been doing pretty good to not get murdered.
Okay, but at least if I stealth ahead a little bit, we'll have an idea if anybody's in the woods. Well, talk about it more like we're gonna attract attention, so I'm gonna just tippy-toe through the tulips.
So what are you?
I'm just gonna get a little bit closer. I don't want to get probably just 20 feet closer if I can, but I'm gonna stealth.
Just
Roll
gonna
me a
say,
stealth.
Yeah. And I'm like trying to use the trees to my advantage.
these are trees.
That's 18 plus, that's a 20 total.
Ooh.
So you move up by about 20 feet, and Torn, you see normally the resplendent, gleaming, golden form of Miriam kind of just dip into the shadows, and you wouldn't think a golden dragonborn could blend into a forest of green, but she fucking finds a way.
What season is it?
I mean, it's kind of like permanent fall in this area, so I mean,
that makes sense.
Yeah. Wow, natural camouflage.
Yeah.
you've got enough of like the fallen leaves in the area to kind of stick with it. There's of course always going to be your evergreens in this area, but it's leaning towards colorful, less green.
Boone.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
yes. I've never been to Boone.
And so you move 20 feet closer, and as you move up on this cart, I mean, you kind of get a better view on it. It's still pretty fucking far away, but I mean, it just seems a little bit dilapidated. You kind of see that it's at a weird angle. You don't know if that's because it's pulled off and off to the side of the road or something else is going on.
okay.
But it seems that you'll have to get closer if you want to get a better view on it,
Yeah.
because you are still 100 feet away from it.
Yeah. So, well.
Miriam's gone off to check the car.
Yep.
She's
I-
stealth.
I half expected to come down to be in the middle of a fight, so I was about to come running down the stairs going, I morph into a bear and ride my horse into the battle.
And that's how the horse died from being crushed to death by a fucking bear.
Okay, if the horses can support 2 dragons, they can support a bear.
With plate mail.
Yeah,
so.
I think I'm just gonna keep
You got a fucking
stealthing.
Clydesdale. It's the only thing that can hold you.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep stealthing until I see something that, I don't know. Until I either see like a person or something that looks like a trap, or until it, because I'm starting to kind of think that the
I can't fly.
cart is just old
Small woodland
and
creature.
lives there now.
Just roll me a perception check and then another stealth.
Okie dokie. Hey, that's a pretty good perception. It's a
Wow.
19 plus 1 is a 20 total.
Okay.
And then for perception, and then let's hope I can stealth well.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
It's a 4.
4. Okay.
Quattro.
I think I'm sneaky.
Alright, so, I mean, Torn and Sylvis, you guys kind of hear, like, before where she, like, melted into the woods, you kind of start hearing the
Oh boy.
of a dragonborn that thinks she's melded into the forest.
That's.
I got 2 I got
But
coffee.
how far up are you moving? You're just going until something triggers?
Yeah, basically.
So, you move up about to where you're within 20 feet of this thing.
Okay.
Nothing seems to have happened. Now that you're closer to it, you definitely can tell that this cart's leaning on its side. One of its wheels was missing.
Mm-hmm.
You can see what looks like some faint burns on it. But again, if to get like the full read on it, you gotta be right up on it.
Yeah.
Simpsons.
Um.
Oh, anything, David?
The best I could find in that book, at least, was rat. Oh, wait, I have apps for this. Hold on.
Rat. Could work.
I'll say it's about like with this slow crawl towards it, it's about 4:30 in the afternoon.
Like, let's send Sylvis in there. As a rat.
You're still standing 120 yards
Yeah, you guys
back.
don't know what's
That's right.
going on.
That's right.
I want to make a signal back to them because they're so far away.
Hello.
But I also don't want to, like, go all up into it alone.
Okay, how is squirrel not an option? But weasel is.
Fantasy!
For all intents and purposes, they could be the same thing.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't realize a velociraptor counted as a tiny form.
Oh god.
It's a tiny beast.
It is not epic. I'm going to. It's a velociraptor. I'm gonna scoot back towards them a little bit, and I'm gonna just find a pebble and chuck it at whichever one is closer.
Okay.
As I'm like, come this way.
Make a ranged attack roll.
God, if you crit on this, I'm gonna...
I just beam somebody in the head. It's like a bullet. It ain't great. It's a 9. I don't know what.
Add your
range-
dexterity modifier.
Being with a 9.
11.
11. Okay. So, Torin, you're just kind of standing there waiting to see what's going on. And then about 20 feet away from you, you hear just this as a tree, or a rock just smacks a tree that's like a little bit away
Rock,
from you.
not a pebble.
And all of you see is like alligator eyes watching you from the leaves.
I think that's a signal.
I give him a concussion.
Okay. I guess I get off my horse and try to stealth my way over to her.
Right, disadvantage stealth check.
Hell yeah! Plate armor, baby.
Wait, are the other horse... Is her horse just
Her,
kind of like
her horse
sitting
is tied up. She said that she would.
You did tie it up? Okay.
Yeah, I tied it up where you guys are.
I'm gonna, for all intents and purposes,
Okay,
just
okay.
assume you guys did the natural minimum to keep your horses around
We're
you.
gonna try.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
With me here, we fucking better. I named mine.
18,
I think
11, stealth. Where you at, buddy? Oh, that's 12.
I'm assuming you're watching the cart this whole time,
Me?
Miriam.
Ah.
yeah.
So
Huh?
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm gonna say you came back about 60 feet from the group to throw that rock.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way towards her, and you've been watching the cart this whole time. You don't really notice anything going on still. It just seems that
I was
there's
stealthy?
seems to be.
Okay.
I mean, as much as a bunch of, cake tins and a sack of dragonborn can be stealthy.
Howdy.
Second dragonborn in the cake tin.
Anything strange?
No one else was worried.
What is he still plays off of Dex?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not really any different from my end. Alright. I guess should I move forward as well?
I mean, nobody said anything to you. Just
True.
all you heard was Torrin
rock.
say, "I think that's a sign," and then he started shuffling off into the woods.
I want to be with the plants. Oh, so
Never heard from him
follow along
yet.
for me.
Some say that's where his adventure ended. Others say it's where it began.
Shut up. What is that? I can't see
An
it.
11.
Okay.
Good work,
Plus
boyo.
2, that'd be 13.
Okay. So again, you kind of see Sylvis just shuffling behind Torrin. You guys are about 60 feet from the cart. Seems that nothing has changed.
I'm glad you guys are here. 'Cause
Thank you for joining me here in this bush.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining Miriam just like laying on the ground with just the eyes poking up.
Yeah, there doesn't. It's got some bird marks on it, which is weird. But otherwise, it doesn't look like anything is wrong with it. But it's a trap. I also don't have the best perception. He's just smelling the